Welcome to the Curious Culture Club, where we delve into the fascinating world of psychology. Today, we'll explore the minds of two titans of the field, Sigmund Freud and Carl Jung. Their groundbreaking insights revolutionized our understanding of the human psyche. Freud, the father of psychoanalysis, introduced the world to the id, ego, and superego, while Jung, a student of Freud, expanded on these ideas with his concept of the collective unconscious. Get ready to unlock the secrets of the unconscious mind. Sigmund Freud, the father of psychoanalysis, conceived an intriguing model of the human mind. Freud's model suggests that our mind is divided into three parts: the conscious, preconscious, and unconscious. The conscious mind includes everything we are aware of at any given time, like reading this script. The preconscious mind, on the other hand, contains thoughts and feelings that we can readily bring into consciousness if required. Then comes the unconscious mind, the vast, mysterious part of our psyche that Freud believed to house our deepest desires, memories, and fears. This part of the mind, Freud proposed, is inaccessible to us but influences our behavior, thoughts, and emotions in profound ways. Freud also proposed a structural model of the psyche made up of the id, ego, and superego. The id, driven by the pleasure principle, is the instinctive component of personality, demanding immediate satisfaction. The ego, influenced by the reality principle, strives to satisfy the id's desires in realistic and socially appropriate ways. The superego, our moral compass, strives for perfection and judges our actions based on societal standards and norms. Freud introduced concepts like repression, where unsettling thoughts are pushed into the unconscious, and dreams, which he believed were windows into our unconscious desires. He also emphasized the role of sexuality in shaping personality and behavior. Freud's model presented the mind as an iceberg, with a vast hidden depth shaping our behavior in ways we often don't recognize. Carl Jung, a student of Freud, took a different path, broadening the understanding of the unconscious. Drawing from his rich intellectual background and personal experiences, Jung conceived the notion of the collective unconscious, a shared psychic structure inherent to all humans, housing universal patterns of thought called archetypes. These archetypes, Jung proposed, are primordial images and symbols that find expression across cultures, in myths, religions, and dreams. The shadow, representing our repressed aspects, the anima and animus, symbolizing the feminine and masculine aspects within us all, and the self, signifying the unified consciousness and unconscious of a person, are some of the key archetypes in Jung's theory. Beyond the collective unconscious, Jung also recognized a personal unconscious, similar to Freud's concept, containing forgotten or repressed individual memories and experiences. Crucially, Jung emphasized individuation, a lifelong process of self-realization and self-understanding. This process involves integrating the conscious with the unconscious, acknowledging our personal and collective unconscious elements, and becoming more aware of our archetypal influences. Unlike Freud, who saw the unconscious primarily as a container for our repressed desires and traumatic memories, Jung perceived it as a dynamic, creative, and inherently spiritual realm. It's a source of insight, growth, and transformation, giving us access to common human experiences across time and space. For Jung, the unconscious was not just a reservoir of our repressed thoughts, but also a wellspring of shared symbols and archetypes. While Freud and Jung both explored the unconscious, their perspectives greatly differed. Freud viewed the unconscious as a storage place for all our desires, wishes, and fears, many of which are unacceptable or irrational. He believed that these unconscious thoughts have a significant impact on our behavior, leading to slips of the tongue or even neurosis. This view formed the basis of his psychoanalytic theory, which emphasizes the importance of childhood experiences and sexual desires in shaping our personality. On the contrary, Jung saw the unconscious not just as a repository of repressed thoughts, but also as a source of creativity and spiritual enlightenment. He introduced the concept of the collective unconscious, a shared reservoir of experiences inherited from our ancestors. This collective unconscious, according to Jung, is expressed through universal symbols or archetypes which appear in our dreams and myths. Their contrasting views sparked fierce debates in the early 20th century, with Freud's theories often criticized for overemphasizing sexuality and underestimating the role of conscious thought. Meanwhile, Jung's ideas were seen as too mystical and lacking empirical evidence. Despite these criticisms, both Freud and Jung have made significant contributions to psychology. Freud's work paved the way for the development of psychoanalysis and talk therapy, while Jung's theories of archetypes and individuation have influenced art, literature, and even religious studies. Despite their differences, both Freud and Jung have left an indelible mark on psychology, forever changing our understanding of the human mind.